Good morning and happy Valentine's Day. So nice to have you begin the show with us here on 3+U. This is our co-worker Savannah Hopkins, and she is going to help us with some last-minute Valentine's ideas because Savannah, as you know, we have over the last week or so highlighted different things you can do for Valentine's Day for the person who you love, and yet every year this day sneaks up on people. They wake up and they think, oh, I didn't do anything yet. So you've got some ideas for us this morning.
Julie, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me on your show. So today we're going to highlight a couple ideas, last minute ideas to do something sweet for your significant other for Valentine's Day.
Okay, so you're going to begin with the iconic bouquet of flowers. But this year you say when you're doing them, you can either get a bouquet of flowers, perhaps you could go to a nursery and pick up some pansies or something that's a fresh flower.
For sure.
Because you're not going to just present the flower, you're going to then do something with it.
So this is a great idea, especially if you have kids. I think it's a really fun idea to what we call flower printing here.
Okay.
So that purple I made a little Valentine's Day card for my partner, and what you do is just take the petal of a flower. This was a pansy. You lay it on a piece of paper. It could also even be a cloth, and hammer it down, and that is the natural color from the flower, that purple imprint there.
That is beautiful. You were sharing with me that some people are even doing this like on t-shirts and things.
T-shirts, you can use it on like a burlap, maybe a tote bag. I mean, it's become really trendy, and I think the result is just beautiful.
So when you did this, Savannah, I'm curious. So this is a kind of a porous piece of paper. You know, you can tell it's going to stick on it well. But did you put anything over it, like a piece of wax paper? Or?
I used just a piece of parchment paper. I think you can also use some aluminum foil, but I like the parchment paper because you can kind of see what's on the other side of it. And this is just a quick, you know, little easy DIY that you can take a couple petals from your flower bouquet and create your own card.
Really fun, and if it is something that you're not going to do with the kids, but more for your date or your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, what have you, you can either have the flowers in a beautiful vase for a while, and then a few days later you can come back and do this again. Okay, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, so you've got a recipe.
That's right. I've been collecting cookbooks for such a long time now, and my all-time favorite cookbook is Snoop Dogg's cookbook. My family and I, we actually go through this cookbook quite frequently and see some of his cool recipes. But another great way to do something nice for your significant other or with them on Valentine's Day, call mom up, say, Mom, you're always my #1 girl, you're the love of my life. However, do you have any family recipes? Because this is a recipe from my great-grandma that it's just something really unique to do with your significant other, like a traditional recipe that your family has passed down for generations.
I think it's fun too if you know the person well enough and you know his or her parents. You could even call, like if you're going to make something for your boyfriend, let's just say, or your spouse, call his mother, find out his favorite recipe.
Oh, for sure.
And then you could do that. And then you could also just go purchase a cookbook of your own and many date nights to follow.
And you can take this tradition on throughout any different holiday. I think it's still something unique and cool to do.
That's quality time in the kitchen. Okay,
that's right.
If you just have no idea, maybe it is Wednesday, not everyone can do something on Valentine's Day proper. You've got some date night ideas too.
Oh, absolutely. So Chattanooga is just full of all sorts of great events, especially this week for Valentine's Day. Kicking it off on the actual day, you can go to Ruby Falls. There's Romance at the Ruby, they call it, for $95 a couple. It's an amazing lantern tour. You can see all of the waterfalls and go through the caves. I would highly recommend it. I think it's an incredible way to spend the Valentine's Day.
Okay, then this weekend there are different things. There's live jazz and wine at the Chattanoogan, and then a Fleetwood Mac tribute band coming up too, right?
They've always got great hits. And we could add these events to our website, so you can take a look at them there if you want to learn more.
And fun fact, I was hoping to do something with Ruby Falls today and I didn't have a chance to, so I'm glad that you mentioned
Everything works out the way it's supposed to, Julie.
Because you'll have to take the tour and find out for yourself, but there is a romance story, a love story behind the falls. It's named, the man who found the falls, I think this is right, named it for his love of his life named Ruby.
Oh my gosh.
So take the tour and find out. Savannah, you get an A.
Thank you so much, Julie.
We're back after this. Happy Valentine's Day.
Come be a part of our family tree at Martin Boyd Christian Home, a nonprofit assisted living community. A family